Hello, everybody. Looney Farm Guy here with a new mod test for Friday, June the 10th, and we have Packing Facility by CookieCat, 39.18 megabytes to download. And this package is probably the most complex, one of the most complex manufacturing packages I've have seen. Now, what we have here is a pack of 7 factories with this particular factory here. This is the packing facility, is the center piece or the focal point of all the other factories. And as I said, there are 7. So we will go through them kind of, hopefully logically and one at a time. And we're going to start with the carpentry factory. Now, just a brief explanation. These all can be used separately on their own. They don't have to be used together, but because they come in a pack and they are designed to be used together for a central purpose, to be gathered at a central packing facility, and you get a special bonus, which we were going to cover. We're going to explain once we get to the central one, which is going to be basically, we're going to go through each one, and then we're going to turn them on and see how fast they are, because they're supposed to be faster production. And then we're going to explain the packing facility and how it all works. So hopefully it'll be in a logical and easy to understand way. Now, first of all, as I said, is the carpentry workshop. That is going to be found under productions and factories, and they're all easy to, and I like this very much, they are all easy to find because they have special kind of markings, carpentry, that sets it apart from the other factories you may see in your menu here. So this is very nice. Carpentry right there. It's going to cost you $60,000. It is 13 slots to place down. Now, as we go into it, it is into our carpentry. The carpentry this carpentry factory makes pellets and furniture from wood planks and wood chips. Now, the wood chips are actually a byproduct, as well as something. So pellets are made from wood chips. As you can see, 4 liters of wood chips make 7 liters of pellets. So that's a good return. Furniture is planks. You can make furniture from planks or from wood. Wasn't have any wood, but I was able to supply planks. Don't ask me how. Maybe ask me how later. So 5 planks makes 7 pieces of furniture and half a liter of wood chips, which is kind of interesting because you can put wood chips in there and make pellets. So it's an interesting. There is one more thing that comes with this pack. Anyways, so it is interesting that is the carpentry. I have them all set. I have all these factories set to storage for the time being. There is one other thing that comes with this package I almost forgot to mention, is there is a sell point that comes with this. We're just going to talk about that briefly right now. It's a small sell point. If you come up to it, you can open and close the gate. That is found under production and selling points. It is only $100. It will you literally can sell anything at it. It's given me 100 and something. I guess the ground. Weird. Ground texture. The placing cost is about $30 or $40. It looks like. Well, it's $100 initially, and then any adjustments to the placing, I guess, will be added on there. Right. So I'm going to briefly, like I say, I'm going to briefly go through each one and what they make and then how it correlates to the packing facility. The next one is going to be the sugar mill. As I said, you can all use these independently, and you can sell if you place that sell point. If you want to see all the items can be sold at that sell point, as well as sell everything. So yeah, you just have to put down that $100 sell point that comes with it, and you will be able to sell all those products. Now, sugar mill. Sugar mill. Mixed materials batched sugar. So this sugar mill will take sugar beets, sugar beet cut, sugar cane, sorghum, and straw to make sugar or syrup. Oh yes, another thing to mention. The capacities are all 2 million. Storing incoming and outgoing products all hold 2 million liters of product. Now, here are the recipes. They all make sugar or syrup. The interesting one here, this is the mixed batch. It is this. Well, they all have 1,200 cycles per month, and the recipes all kind of differ, as you can see. So different products will produce different amounts. But the interesting one is syrup, sorghum syrup. You need straw and sorghum. You lose the straw, basically. 5 liters of sorghum, 2 liters of straw make 5 liters of syrup. Interesting. Right. That's pretty straightforward. Sugar mill, again, this can be used separately if you so wish. Moving on to the next. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. There it is. The sugar mill. $80,000. It is 16 slots. There it is. Next one is the grain mill. Now here we have basically a flour mill is what it is. Those are the recipes there. Wheat, flour. So it takes wheat, barley, oat, and sorghum and makes flour. That's pretty straightforward. Wheat, barley, oats, sorghum, and then the mixed grains is interesting. 30, 40, 50, 65. So 65 in, 93 out. That's an incredible, if you have them all, that's going to give you a wicked bonus as opposed to these others. The barley's pretty good. Well, the barley's giving kind of barley. You're losing a lot in the barley. You lose a little bit in the wheat. You lose some in the oat. Sorghum you lose, but if you have them all together, you're getting a huge bonus, just so you know. Again, 2 million capacity on all of those. Flour, the grain mill, there it is, $86,000 to place. That's pretty close. And the flour or grain mill is 15 slots. Moving on to the spinnery. Spinnery is $60,000, 12 slots. The spinnery we'll take a look at it. Wool or cotton, and it makes fabric. That's pretty much basically that's what it is. Wool, 2 wool to 1 fabric, and cotton, 5 cotton to 3 fabric. I did not have any cotton. There's no way to easily get cotton, but I got wool, so we'll see that. And of course, all of these you can set to storing, selling, or distributing, and we will show you how the distribution works. We got some raisins here. The raisins actually all the trigglers work very well. Everything goes into where all the products go into where it says this little thing. That's where they go in, and the trigger here. And if you have them they all spawn out as pallets, and apparently they are liftable by hand, so very handy. So this is the food factory. Now the food factory is something of a little bit of a new, making some new products that is not obviously not standard. $90,000 to place, 17 slots. Now, as you can see down here, and as we'll go over here, this factory will make cereal, ketchup, salad, and crisps or potato chips, and it takes honey, raisins, oat, corn, tomatoes, sugar, lettuce, olive oil, potatoes, and sunflower oil. Now, the cereal, honey, obviously is something that you're going to have to manufacture with a different manufacturing facility. So that's one of the things that, among the crops and other things, but that's a particular thing that you can't, well, you can buy honey if you have that mod downloaded. Of course, all these other things I was able to buy, or you could manufacture some stuff or grow, like tomatoes. The sugar is manufactured by one of the plants. Lettuce, olive oil is something that you will have to get from a different factory or buy it. Potatoes, and of course sunflower oil. So it produces those four things. So as you can see, the recipes all vary. The salad is interesting: tomato, lettuce, and olive oil. And the potato chips, of course, is potatoes and sunflower oil, thus the sunflower or and olive oil. Right. Moving on to the dairy, I do believe. Yes, the dairy. Dairy will cost you $70,000. It produces, among some interesting bits, a few more new products. So we have butter, which is normal butter from milk, cheese from milk, of course, as well, chocolate, which is milk and sugar, and then soy milk is soybeans and sugar. So a new product, soy milk, is produced. Again, you can have them as storing, selling, or distributing. They all hold 2 million liters. Now, on to the final, the final central portion of this entire manufacturing group, or this group of factories, is the packing facility. Now, this is a very unique and interesting thing, and I will try to explain it briefly and without too much kerfuffling. Now, storage, it will store all the products that are made by these facilities as well as other facilities. And you may notice that there are some items in here that are not made by any of the factories in this package. For instance, cake. Cake is not made by any of the factories we have here. That is something you have to make from another factory. Ketchup, salad, crisp, cereal, furniture, pellets. Clothing is another thing that is not manufactured in any of this package. You'll have to get them made at another factory. Soy milk, syrups, those are made. And now we come to these interesting bits: foods, objects, liquid, and reputation. That is basically what this packing facility, it puts together, well, packages of. So you see the recipe: cake, ketchup, salad, crisps, and cereal make a food package. And those can be stored. So one of each of those items creates one food package. Objects is a furniture, pellets, and clothing make one object package product. So they combine to make an item. The liquid, you get the soy milk, canola oil, and syrup combined to make a liquid package. And what is this reputation? Reputation actually As you can see, the recipe is one of each of these items combined to make a reputation item. Right. So before we start them all up and set the process off, what does that all mean? Now, if we go to our goods, prices and goods, we can see all these single items here, furniture, all the other items, crisps, they sell for 5,279 per 1,000 liters, right? So they all have prices, and you can sell them individually if you like. So thus, the factory can be sold, or the factory can be used to manufacture these items and sold separately. However, as you notice, the food, object, and liquids, if you package them together, the prices for these things are substantial. Foods, objects, and liquids are, look at the prices, 120,000, they're all about $120,000 per package. Now that's for 1,000 units, right? But if you compare it to soy milk by itself, that's only 3,000, right? Which is still good price. Now, the reputation, as you know, is a combination of all three. Now look at the price. $500,000 for a package, a reputation package, compared to, say, liquids all by itself. So that's 5 times, nearly 5 times for only 3. So you're multiplying your, it's really kind of giving you an extra bonus for getting all those things together. So what we're going to attempt now is we're going to turn them all on first, and we're going to see how quickly these factories produce. They're supposed to be extra fast, and then we're going to try to produce the items required to get all those bonus items. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut away, and we're going to turn them all on, and then we're going to reappear after 1 month and see where our progress is. So see you in a bit. All right, so 1 month forward, let's look at what we got. We got pellets. So everything has produced. The sugar mill has produced sugar and syrup. The wheat grain mill, actually, it's odd that the outgoing materials, it's only 1 million liters, and it's full. That's the only one that filled up. But I thought there was supposed to be 2 million liters of storage, which the website says, the description says, fabric storage, cereal, ketchup, grain mill, storage 2 million liters. Well, I only see 1 million liters of storage there, so that's that's something to be aware of. Of course, all the other ones, none of them have maxed out on their capacities. Those are all what has been produced, so they're all kind of within a range. Fabric, I only had the one, the wool running 7,000 liters of fabric produced there. Of course, they all have the pallets that have popped out here, and yes, they are liftable, and pellets is not accepted here. Right, so they're going to pop out here, and yes. I did want to show you one thing about these factories that is unique to this, or as not very common with a lot of the factories. And if we back up here to the trigger, there we go. See that? It says start filling. Start filling what? Well, wait a minute. We can take the wood chips back out of it. So, if you have some leftover product in there you want to remove, you certainly can. How about the sugar mill? Sugar mill. No, not the sugar mill. Some of these do, some of them don't. Oh, the spinnery I can't, not with this. It depends on the trailer, it depends on the item and so forth and so on, etc., etc. But some of them you can take the products out, the raw material products that you had in there. Yeah, not that one. Well, the wood chips for sure, and depends on the type of. Whoa, what's that? There was a lump there. Right. Okay. So that one's a little tricky. If you have one of those auto load trailers, sometimes you can take out products that you had. But anyways, right. Just wanted to show that. Now we're going to go into our factories and we're going to set them. Let's go all the way to the top and set it to pellets, to distributing, furniture to distributing, wood chips. We're just keeping the wood chips because the wood chips make the pellets, right? Okay, so the sugar, we go to distributing, the flour, distributing, the fabric, distributing, all of these items to distributing. Of course, these all to distributing. Because what we want is to start making these packages. Now, I have bought some cake. Oh, we won't, doesn't let me, yeah. Oh, that's odd. Why does it not let me? Incoming materials, not let me scroll through the incoming materials. That's odd. Right, why does it not? Ooh, that's weird. Because, oh, there we go. Weird. Okay, so these storing, you set it to distributing, and it will make, if you turn this on, well, turn them all on, and hopefully they will make those, and I do believe the notation on the, it says all packages can be combined to produce reputation. Reputation awards you for, it gives you a price depending on, important. To produce reputation, you need to set the food objects and liquids to distribution, like I just showed you. So if you want to make this reputation package of products, you have to set the food, objects, and liquids to distributing. Right, so I'm going to go actually myself and gather up these products that popped out. Now that it's set to distributing, they will all get distributed to the central warehouse and start producing those items and reputations. So we'll get you back in a moment again. See you in a bit. All right, so we're back and we have some reputation. That's a very odd thing to call it, I think. But anyways, it is our final product, and it has spit out 2 boxes. So we have 2,000 liters of this combination of items called a reputation in this game. So a few things of note. All those things there, all the products that the factories produce, not all of them go into this one. For instance, butter is not part of this factory's process. It is it's a product you make, like you would use for making the cakes or the other things that will eventually get into here. Other things such as, if we run over here, the soy milk, of course, wouldn't go in there. All of these items go the items that are produced here go into there, but fabric needs to actually go to a tailor to make into clothes. So this factory does not produce anything that directly goes into the main packaging facility. Same with flour. Flour isn't a direct product that directly goes in there, so it's something that you use to make the cake with, right? So all these factories, also the pellets do not. The pellets are reused with the factory, although I can't put them in there, which is odd. Or pellets. Pellets is a side. No, pellets is a side product. Yeah, sorry. It's a little bit different. The furniture that gets produced is sold, but the pellets is a byproduct, basically, of the wood chips that you can sell, right? Anyways, okay, so the grand finale here. We have a sell point. We have reputation. Now let's look at our price for reputation. It should give us $938,000. That's crazy. That was way more than it was before. What the heck? Objects 200. Oh, the price went up drastically. Let's okay, so we must be in a July. We must be in a peak price. Oh, there it is. 789. Oh, let's do another one. It kind of only took half of it. Holy crap. So, whoa, oh dear. Okay. There, $929,000 for that 1,000 liters. Almost $1 million for a one package of that mixed product there. Wow. Now, of course, it took all of that to fill and produce. So, I mean, it's a good reward. The butter, of course, can be sold. We had extra butter. Why does it do that all the time? So, of course, you can sell the butter. The butter is a decent price, of course. There it goes. Butter sold for $2,400. Actually, not too bad. So, I think that's about it. Right, so that is your packing facility. Hopefully that explains a few things. As I said, you can use some or all of them. You don't have to produce the reputation. You can also just produce the foods, objects, or liquid packages, and so forth. So many things you can do this, or you can just use the sell point. $100 for a sell point. Lots of different options here for those of you who like to use the factories and the distribute or sell the products as is, and so forth and so on. That's the packing facility by CookieCat, 39.18 megabytes to download. I'm Lily Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.